from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Up 2nd and 3.
Gonna give this time to the tailback, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
30-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
It's now 2nd.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. And he comes back with 1 complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, their defensive. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
The 23-yard line.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back.
At the 32.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 33. Skirts by him at the 35. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far.
1st and 10 right at the 20. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
At the
Tackle made by K1 Short.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Ball carrier. The tackle by Brian Burns. It's a
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. The passing game. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt.
End of the first half with the score Panthers 14, Washington nothing.
All right, we will set. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The tackle made by Benson Mayowa. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Fancy footwork at the 45. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all day.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown run.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
Now they try the right side here. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
That's good.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 48.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Able to power through. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
2-yard pickup.
Washington on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. That's caught by Hollister. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. For a pickup of 27. And they pick up the 1st down in the process. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
He was brought down.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Washington on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great following the turnover, it's Haskins. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And the broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run this one in.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there with now 3.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Haskins on the keeper.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
So a victory here for the Washington football
You're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for Washington, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown.